Hey friends, it's me, Christiana Gaudette. I am your Tarot Fairy Godmother. I am live on my YouTube channel, simulcasting on Instagram. And it's Saturday. That means it's time for the Saturday Psychic Sampler, where you ask a specific question and I'll give you a specific answer. Yes, you can ask your question on Instagram or on YouTube. If you're on YouTube, you get to see the cards, but either way, you get to hear the answer. So specific questions only, that's what we do here. So nice to see all of you here. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to a few people. Let's see. Here we go. Thank you to Maria Barisi for the very generous super sticker, to Cassia for the generous super sticker, to Laura T for the generous super sticker. I really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are ways that you can support this broadcast, and I appreciate that very much. I also want to say thank you to all the members and moderators. You know who the members are. Their names are in green. You know who the moderators are because they have a little wrench after their name. Their names are in blue. Some of the moderators are also members. We can see a little sun after their name. That's how we know. So I appreciate all of you. I will answer the questions as I see them in order. And we were just talking about StarCon on Instagram before we went live here. And Medicine Snake says that indeed she will be coming once again to StarCon 2023. And we're going to get you, I think, Medicine Snake, reach out to me. Let's get you on the roster to present in 2024. For sure. Let's do that. And everyone, if you have not gotten your ticket for StarCon, you can come in person or online, 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days. Just go to the website, starcon.com, STAARCON.com. Get that ticket. Okay, I'm going to answer a question over on Instagram, and then we'll get started with the questions on YouTube. All right. Gypsy grounded in reality. Let's see. I'm talking to a new guy. What's his energy toward me? Let's take a look and see. And for those of you who can see the cards, you will see I am working with my brand new Wiser Tarot, which was a gift from one of our members here. Ben Libra does tarot. I had said I was a little jelly because he had the new deck, and he sent me one. What a sweetheart, right? And I do love this deck, without a doubt. Okay, so Gypsy grounded in reality. What's Prakar's energy toward you? I think he's a little afraid of you. It's cool to talk to him, but here's the thing. I don't quite trust him, and I think he doesn't quite trust relationships. It's okay to talk to him and see where it goes, but take your time with this one, please. Take your time. And those of you joining us on Instagram, if you want to see the cards, come on over to YouTube where we have Card Cam. Christiana Gaudette Tarot. Okay, first question that I see on YouTube, but I just have to say, Nalini, thanks for being a member, Nalini. Nalini says, I get so excited for the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I do too. It is my favorite. I do live readings at least 4 times a week here on YouTube, and this one's my very favorite. Specific questions, that's what we're doing. Arlette, you're the first one I see. I would love to know what is going on with my photography business. Is this the right career path for me? If so, how can I be more successful? And if not, what direction should I go in? I love that. And Medicine Snake, yes, come to YouTube, Christiana Gaudette Tarot on YouTube. Love to see you here. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. Arlette, cards on the floor. And if they come up right side up, we have to read them. That's the rule. And so here are the cards that fell on the floor, exactly how they fell, Arlette. So. Is it the right path for you? Yes. It's slowed down right now because you're dealing with other things in your life. And you are trying to make decisions about it. Now, the first decision, is it the right path? Yes. How can you ultimately be more successful? I think you have to love yourself more, love your work more, promote yourself more, give it time, and you will be successful. But you'll always go back and forth between being really excited about it and worried, excited and worried. And as a person I've had my own full-time business for 30 years now, that's the name of the game. So recognize that there's some things about entrepreneurialism that never change, right? But that has nothing to do with the energy about whether you should or should not be doing what you do. You certainly should be doing what you do. Yeah, without a doubt, certainly should. All right. Mixue or Michelle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. What do we need to do as a team to make sure we win this municipal campaign? I'm the social media lead. Is there anything specifically I can do? So let's see. When we look at, just your candidate winning, your candidate has a fight, a chance to win. Yes, of course, but a fight. What can you do as the social media lead? Post, lots of posts, and making sure that you're seeing what the opposition is posting and refuting it. The opposition is going to play dirtier than you will, but you don't want to give oxygen to them, but you want to make sure that you know what they're doing so you can take that into account in terms of what you do. You, as the social media lead, have really the most pivotal role here. So use that. All right. Aria Wilson, what positive message does my ancestor D have for me? Let's take a look and see what we got. The 9 of Cups. So there's a few things here. First of all, D is going to help you with the things that you're wishing for, the things that you want, the things that you're wishing for, the things you're hoping for. Your ancestor D is going to help you get them. So do not give up hope and ask for what you want. That's important. And if you're just joining us on Instagram, this is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. We are simulcasting on Instagram and YouTube. You can come on over and join me on YouTube, Christiana Gaudette Tarot, or you can ask your question here. What we do is specific questions. So ask me a specific question. I will give you a specific answer. Okay, P is up next. Will hypnosis therapy help with my insomnia? Well, first of all, I'm so sorry you're dealing with that. And let's see, will hypnosis therapy help? I think so. It's going to take time. You're going to have to really put time into it, but over time, yes, it will. Okay, hey, Diana Price, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. When will I finally move out of this hellhole and where? And before I answer that, I just want to say thank you to Camlin for the very, very generous super sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for being here. All right. So Diana's question, when will I finally move out of this hellhole and where? Ooh, these just jumped out. Okay, where? To a place that makes you really happy. When? Not as quickly as you would like. It's going to take a minute. So what you have to do is bloom where you're planted now. It won't be as quick as you like, but it'll be worth it because when you get there, it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. All right. And let me just scroll down to the bottom for a minute and see comments and such. Okay. So happy to see all of you here. Okay, and Camlin, I see your question. I will absolutely get to it. Yes, indeed. I take the questions in the order I see them. And thank you, everybody, so much for being here. I appreciate all of you. Okay, Laura T., thanks for being a member. Thank you for the super sticker. Will I get any help with this school issue story? Let's take a look. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. I think you can get some local people to corroborate, and that will help. And that's really what you're going to need. So yes, you have to just talk to people and get corroboration. That's what it's going to take. A lot of people are not going to want to, but some people will. All right, Nalini, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member, and thanks for your excitement. I appreciate that. I love doing this as well. All right. Should I get a job that involves cooking because I love it so much, or would a work-at-home position be more in my favor? All right. Let's take a look. I think you'd rather work at home. I think you do love cooking, and in the long run, you might even be able to get access to an industrial kitchen and sort of create something for sale, not in a restaurant, but something that you could sell. And so in the long run, cooking could be part of it. And the thing is, when I think about you, I really think of you like a multi-hyphenated performer, in the sense that you will probably do many things for money, over time and even all at once, mostly entrepreneurial in the long run. But right now, I think a work-from-home job would be really great for you. I think that would work well. And Yolanda has been a member with us for 16 months. Thank you so much for that. All right. Cassia, thank you so much for being a member, for using members-only emojis, and for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Last day moving, exhausted, I bet. I have interview Wednesday and put some others. I need guidance from my angel for having a good interview. What's the message? I feel in my heart, though, I will get this job. So when we look at the job that you are interviewing for, so it could go a lot of different ways, as these things do. I do think you have a good chance of getting it. What you need to demonstrate in the interview is your ability to learn, your ability to do what you're told. And when we look at the organizations you have worked for successfully, we know you can do that. And your willingness to learn and work in any department, just your willingness to be part of the team. No guarantee that you will get it, honestly. So be very open-minded and keep looking in lots of places. You want to cast your net wide. All right, Maria Barisi, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for the generous super sticker. My son's car was making a very loud noise, and the check engine light came on. When towed to the dealership, the engine light was off. 3 checks teched. It's all 100% fine. Oh my gosh, there's ghosts in the machine. What's up with that? Is it a fluke, or is there a deeper issue they're not seeing? Oh my goodness gracious. Let's take a look. Okay. I think there's something there. I really, really do. Is it okay? I mean, they've told him it's okay to drive it. So if something bad happens, it's now on them, right? But I have a feeling that the problem, like he should not go on long trips. I think the problem is going to resurface within the next few weeks, and then he's going to take it back, and then they'll figure it out, and it'll be okay. What a pain in the butt, man, especially with everything else you've had going on. That's crazy. All right. Parbani Artist, so nice to see you. I want to know if you see any major good, bad financial changes for me in the next 3 months. So what's the financial energy for you in the next 3 months? I think, if anything, things are moving toward the positive. Obviously, don't spend it till you have it. But I wonder if there's like a new job or a new income, something of that nature. And I think there's been some difficulty in the past, and you're going to start to see that recovery. All right. Morgana the Great. Did Jay do a spell to try to separate me and M? What an interesting question. Do we think that happened? I don't know. I do not think that Jay wishes you well. So it's possible. I mean, obviously, doing protection around yourself is a good practice no matter what. But it doesn't feel to me that this person is like the bastion of magical power, It's like, I'm not too worried about it. All right, Teresa C., thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. And thank you for using members-only emojis and for being a moderator with us. Lydia, nice to see you. Do me and him have a chance of working as a couple? I know that there are many things that need to change, but is it possible if we do the work, or are we really not compatible? Let's take a look and see what we see. And the thing to remember is that, love is surprising. I've seen couples that I really thought should work that didn't. And I've seen couples that, you're like, what are they doing together? But they work great. So we have to recognize love is its own magic, right? All right. So, and I think there is love here. I think there is friendship here. There are things that are hard, and both of you are stubborn, and both of you have this ungrounded and insecure energy that is really hard, and neither of you trust people. So there's all kinds of issues there. But I think it's worth working on, and it's worth trying to make working specifically on grounding, financial stability for each person, trust, putting the past in the past, and having good communication. That's what you would really need to do. All right, Melissa Grosso, my friend, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, you're dreaming about tarot. I love it when people dream about tarot. That is so good. I had a dream about the Justice card, Crystal Visions edition, and it seems to be following me this week. Not quite stalker mode. My question is, what is the universe trying to communicate with the Justice card? In what area of life, I think work, what specific nuance on that card meaning do I need to be mindful of? So I think it's everything. I don't think it's just work. I think it's friendships, it's work. It's like how you have been feeling not treated fairly. And sometimes, not just you, but all of us, when we feel not treated fairly, there may be situations where we treat others unfairly. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing in all situations in your life, but I think you need to be very aware of the ways you have not been treated fairly, of the ways you are not now treated fairly, and try to release the hurt and the anger, but also to raise your energy. If you're dreaming about the card, it's really, really powerful. So you want to raise your energy here and sort of put out this energy of, I will be treated fairly. The universe will treat me fairly. I will be treated fairly. And I will naturally know how to do what is right for others. Because you're in some tough situations at work. So I think it's about fair treatment. It's about the fact that you have not been treated fairly really from go. And sometimes that comes out in you not knowing exactly how to deal with people, both personally and professionally. So there's a romantic piece in there too. So it's really about clearing away the energy that you are dreaming about this, and that this card is low-key stalking you, is an invitation to release the consequences of past unfairness and to change that energy entirely for you. How about that? I like that. All right, Martha Vink, my friend. My job has had some huge challenges lately. Sure. Can I successfully lead this church to a better, more stable place financially and otherwise? Any advice on how? It's been discouraging. I know you finally get placed in a church geographically appropriate, but it's been a hard thing. It's a hard congregation. I have to believe, though, that if you're there for a purpose and you can do it. I have to believe that. Hey, Raquel, thanks for joining us on Instagram. I know you're a member over here on YouTube. It's the Saturday Psychic Sampler. Specific question, either on Instagram or YouTube. So, what can you do and how can you do it, Martha? Yes. You are the right person. I realize God himself did not put you in this place. Your district superintendent did. But can't we believe that the hand of God is moving here? Can't we believe that? And to recognize that this church has been in a place of hurt for a long time. The last pastor there did not do a good job. I'm sorry, but she didn't. And so there's a lot of healing that needs to be done, and you are the person to do it. So believe in yourself, believe that you're here for a reason, believe in the mission, and do it. All right. Oh, but you also asked how. Honestly, that's how, is just believing in it. Believing in your ability to do it and recognize it's all about diplomacy. Diplomacy is the name of the game when we look at this. And Katie Kondo, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thank you for the very generous super chat. All right. So let's see. Next question. Hang on, just scrolling. Helen, you're up next. Would really appreciate a card on advice about trying to sell my parents' house. Very good. Let's take a look and see what we see. First of all, I think it will sell. I think it will sell soon. I think it will sell for a good price. I don't see problems here. I don't see an issue. So, if I'm not picking up on what the problem is, you are allowed to ask a second question, Helen, and tell me what the problem is so we can try to sell it. But I look at this and I'm like, well, just sell it. It'll sell. It'll be fine. It'll be a good price. And there it will be. And it's the right thing to do at the right time. So let me know if there's a problem there that I'm not seeing. All right. Mediha Ness, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member here. I have a friend I'm not sure about. She talks bad about her other friends that she's closer to. This shows her personality, actually. But why does she keep contacting me? What should I do? I think she really likes you. And the people she's closer to that she talks bad about, I think she really likes them too. I think she was just raised in a family where people talk bad about each other. I was raised in a family like that too. I really had to learn, don't shit talk people, right? So I feel like her intentions really are good. Do what you want to here to be comfortable, but her intentions are good. That's what I have to say there. And she really does like you. So Leslie, so nice to see you. And yeah, I don't see your original question. I see what's causing it and how can I stop? I'm doing therapy, but I can't see the question. So try it again. I'll scroll down to the bottom and look for it from time to time. And so I'll answer your question. I'm sorry, I can't see it, so do put it in. Hey, Alice, nice to see you over on Instagram. I'm live on my YouTube channel, either on Instagram or YouTube. We're looking for specific questions. Happy to do a reading for you. DeAndre, Lisa Clay, so nice to see both of you. Zuri, nice to see you in both places. Betty Fletcher, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, DeAndre, good for you. I am so proud of you. You're doing so well. I applied for financial aid. Right thing to do. I just love how you are moving your life forward. I know it's not easy, but you're doing all the right things, my friend. Will you get your financial aid? I believe you will. There may be some form issues. There may be other forms you have to fill out or other things you have to do, but I think you will, and you're doing the right thing. All right. Smile Soul 20, thanks for being a member here. Thanks for being here today. Sarita, nice to see you. Okay. Maria Aparicio? Did I pronounce your name correctly? I'm so sorry if I did not. Want to know if my sister Teresa is going to get her residence and when? Okay. So, Maria. Oh, this is a pain in the butt, but it is going to happen. I would say less than a year. It will take less than a year. Maybe 9 months, maybe 6 months. Allie Mammon, nice to see you. I feel like I have some bad energy in my house. Boo hiss. Not spooky energy, just very sluggish, blocked, or negative energy. Am I being paranoid or is something actually happening? What should I do? Okay, everyone, listen up. That kind of energy is very likely, and I'm saying this to everybody here because we all experience this. I have a name for this energy. I call it schmutz. Do I have a Jewish background? Yes, I do. So here's the thing. It is probably not like an entity or a spirit. It's what happens when we're in a bad mood, when we argue. Our energy comes off of us and it sticks. Like if you're one who does like a lot of psychic visualization, you can see it. You can see it on the ceilings. You can see it in the corners. What you need to do, you can use incense. You can use fresh flowers and take them around your house. You can use a drum or just clap your hands. I will very regularly go around my house and just clap my hands in all the corners to dissipate that stuff. That's all it is. Now, let me do a reading, though, for you specifically, Allie Mammon, on this. Yeah. I really think that's all it is, and so you can clear it very easily. I think you feel guilty about things. You have nothing to feel guilty about, but you have this natural tendency toward guilt. You're bad, you're wrong, and that is what's gathering there. And then that makes you feel blocked, and then you feel worser. You feel more bad, more wrong. It's a cycle. That's what I think. Adrija, so nice to see you here. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Okay, Camlin, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. And thank you again for the generous super chat. Really appreciate it. And I love this question. Is it time for me to open my own witchy storefront or should I wait? Go into the retail biz. And it's so interesting in sort of the world of witchcraft and New Age spirituality. The stores really are like our churches in many ways. They in many ways really anchor our communities. That's just how it's been, right? And so is it time for you to open your shop? Dang. I would say you still have to wait, but you should be planning it. You should be in the planning phases and really looking at it. What do you want it to be? Where do you want it to be? How you're going to fund your seed money? How are you going to do it? Work on it. I would say 6 months to 2 years is the period of time we're looking at to get it going. It is the right path, but you want to take your time. It is definitely time to start planning. All right. Santiago, nice to see you. What can I expect in regards of finances or opportunities? All right, let's take a look and see what we see. I feel like, you make good decisions and there is money coming in. But I feel like there might be some family difficulties or some things that take money as well. And so there's money coming in, but there's money going out. And it'll balance out. It'll be okay. But now is not a time to spend money frivolously. You want to save money. We have this expression, saving money for a rainy day. That's what you need to do because I have a feeling you or some family members are going to need a little extra help. Hey, Emily, thanks for joining us. This is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'm live on my YouTube channel, Christiana Gaudet Tarot. I am doing specific questions. You can ask on Instagram or come on over to YouTube. Maya Turner, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here and thank you for being a member here. Thank you for using members only emojis. We appreciate you. Does my hubby's grandma have a message for him? I feel like she is trying to reach out to me. All right, let's take a look. Yes, and the message is about healing generational pain. She feels like he suffers from, dysfunction. That's my word, not hers, but it's a descriptive word. And it's dysfunction that sort of follows down from her, before her, through her, his family, all the way through. And she feels like he is still suffering. And she wants him to address that. She wants him to address that generational trauma that she's very aware of. And she may not have been able to talk about it or be aware of it in life, but she's aware of it. Adrija, I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, you're the one who asked about Prakar. Oh, look at you. Okay. So I don't remember what those cards were. Not at all. But I'll do the reading again. And I remember your question was like, is there a chance? And I remember thinking with the cards I was looking at that, he's got some issues is what I was thinking. But let's take a look. You wanted to know like how he was feeling toward you. Yeah, same. He is, I don't know. And I wouldn't take this personally. I think it's like how he deals with relationships and how he deals with communication and how he deals with people. I don't think it's about you personally, but I would be careful. This has come up now twice. I don't know how trustworthy he is, so be careful. Jelly Roll, Claire, thanks for being here. I know you are a member here on your other account, so thank you so much. What was I supposed to learn from the mean-spirited and uncaring people I was forced to be around recently? I feared them. I am so sorry. That sounds horrible. What you need to know is like none of this is personal. These are all people who have their own generational trauma, who have their own issues, and who really were trying to be friendly to you. They just don't speak your language. And I don't mean that like literally they speak a different language like Portuguese. I mean, their way of being and their way of talking is very different than your own. So recognize that it's energetic differences. They really did not mean you any harm, and they did not realize they were doing you harm. And I think there's a life lesson there that a lot of people, not all, but a lot of people that we really see as mean-spirited don't realize that that's what they are. They're just being how they are, and they don't recognize that's how they come across. And there really is no ill intent. And that's not to excuse the behavior, but it's just to say it's probably not a danger to you as long as you do not take it to heart, and as long as in the future you choose not to be around them. Now, everyone listen up, because we all deal with this. There is a book, and actually now it's a series of books. This is a book that my grandmother sent to me when I was 19, which was a lot of freaking years ago. And so that book is still in print, and there's a whole series. Find it on Amazon, The Gentle Art of Verbal Self-Defense. This is exactly what you need. Get whichever one seems right for you. But I'll tell you what, my grandmother sent it to me. I read it right away. And it really taught me, that people say unkind things all the time. And there are ways to give it right back to them without disturbing the energy of civility. And once you learn how to do that, you will not fear people like that. So there you go. All right. Okay, and Camlin, once again, thank you for the generous super sticker. I appreciate it. Okay, Arya, did I pronounce that correctly? What do my guides, ancestors, and masters want to tell me for tomorrow? That you are stable and capable, and whatever is happening tomorrow, I think it's going to go well and in your favor. So be at ease. Tiffany Michelle, so nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Is now the ideal time to start my new business? And let me just say hi to the people who have joined me on Instagram. This is the Saturday Psychic Sampler. I'm live on my YouTube channel as well, taking specific questions on both Instagram and YouTube. Okay, Tiffany Michelle, is now the ideal time to start my business? I think, yeah, you do it. You do it. I think you have support. I think you have a good idea. You go. Go for it. All righty. And I am just going to go and look and see. Leslie Jones, I am still looking for your question. Here it is. Got it. Okay, Leslie Jones. Sorry you had to wait. I'm skipping the line because your question got taken, like you were really ahead. Okay. Leslie, I've been struggling a lot in these past few weeks, feeling senses of self-harm toward yourself. I just emailed you yesterday too. You were really on my mind, so check your email. I go through cycles of this. I get better, but if I'm not super careful, I get stuck in the cycle again. I'm in therapy and support groups. Good for you. What's the root and how do I stop? The root is control. My guess is these are behaviors you learned when you were younger to feel control when you weren't in control. And I think it has to do with feeling disempowered, probably at the same time disempowered and adultified in childhood. That's my guess. So therapy and support groups will help. And please understand, you are not bad. That you have, this is a coping mechanism. Is it a great coping mechanism? No. But we all have coping mechanisms that are not great. So do not shame yourself for this. Do not add. Do not compound. Right? Do not shame yourself. Do not compound. And just like they say in AA, one day at a time. Every day is a fresh start, every day. And so you keep working on it and you will be okay. And we are all sending you so much love and you are so not alone here. Let me just say that. And Amy Foreman, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. Glad I caught you today. No question. Just sending you love and appreciation. Right back at you, girl. Seriously. And Maya. Oh my gosh, Maya. Thank you so much for the super chat. Listen to this. And thanks for using members only emojis. Found out that she was abused as a child and she emotionally abused him too. To the bitter end, it was so hard in his adult life. Right. Yeah. See, exactly that. And so for you, Maya, this is not even an apology. It's just a realization. This is generational stuff. Heal from it. And it was never about you. This was never about him. Martha, I've got schmutz too. I think I'll sage the house today, in fact. Pamela, love it, schmutz. Get rid of the schmutz. Yep, there we go. All right, scrolling back to... Okay. Hey, Ben, Libra does tarot. Yes. Thanks for being a member here and thanks for sending me this beautiful deck. It's gone like right into rotation. It really has. Okay. Yolanda, thanks for being a member here for the past 16 months. We appreciate you. I've had 3 interviews and didn't feel good about any of the positions agencies. Should I stay where I am until next October? Then I can be licensed. So, it's so interesting because, okay, so you've had 3 interviews, didn't like any of them. And so what you're really asking is, should I just decide that where I am is the best place to be and stop taking interviews? And then once I'm licensed, it'll be easier. Or should I keep on looking? Do you take the fact that you've had 3 interviews that you didn't like as a sign that you should not take any more interviews? That's what we're really looking at. We know that you can stay where you are till October and be okay. If you do stay where you are until October, it's not the best, it's not the worst, but you can handle it. It would be fine. It's okay. Not the best. If you keep looking, if you take another 3 interviews, if you take another 10 interviews, if you keep looking, would you find a better job before then? Eventually, yeah. So I sort of feel like you kind of need to do both, that these things are not mutually exclusive. You need to sort of say, I can stick this out till October, fine. And you need to continue taking interviews, not in a, oh my gosh, I have to get a new job right away kind of way, but in a, let me just cast it out there and see what's out there. And if I don't get one I like, no problem. I already have a job. But if I can improve my circumstances, then I will. So do both. Okay. Denise Wood, so nice to see you. Thank you for being here. What advice can ancestors give for me about my relationship? And also for Jerry, what can Jerry's ancestors tell him about the relationship? All right. So, Denise, your ancestors tell you that you did not have good relationship modeling, that perhaps the relationships that you saw when you were growing up were not relationships that you would want to emulate. So you haven't had good relationship modeling, and that can be a problem. And for Jerry, I feel like Jerry has a lot of things within him that have not been appropriately acknowledged or treated. And that can be very hereditary. And I think that in Jerry's family, there could be some behavioral health issues or some mental health issues that are hereditary, but also a stigma about those things that are hereditary. And so both of you have some generational issues that you could work on. Bibi, nice to see you. How long until I get a job that will allow me to fully support myself financially? And what steps do I have to take to get there? Woohoo! I think it's coming soon. I really do. And I think what you have to do is just be patient and keep doing what you're doing. And Nalini says, you're so entertaining the way you read everyone's questions. Well, Okay, true story. I got my start as a professional reader very early in my career, being a radio psychic. So doing this literally on the radio. I've been the resident psychic of like 14 different radio stations back in the day. And so the idea of, quick readings as entertainment, but also as truth is something that has been with me all along. And that's why I love being able to do it on my own terms here online, right? It's a great thing. Okay. JF1. Are there any issues with work I should be concerned about? Let's take a look. Yeah, there are definitely issues at work you should be concerned about. Absolutely, and without a doubt. If you feel like job is not secure or things aren't working out, I would definitely be concerned, even to the point that it might make sense to get your resume together and start looking just to be on the safe side. Seriously, not trying to scare you. But, you asked the question. What I'm saying is you're right to be concerned. Lydia, yes, you summed up basically all of our issues. I love how accurate tarot is, right? Jenny, nice to see you. Why did A cancel my account? Was it to punish me? I don't know if it's really punishment, but it was definitely to express something. So yeah, I guess you could say it that way. Sure. In the country, nice to see you. I had a crazy dream. A lady with gray hair was complaining to me whilst I was on the loo. Oh my gosh. What is the meaning of it? Weird, I know, but I don't want her to come back. Card on the floor, but face down so we don't have to read it. All right. So, I'm just thinking about this. Who is the lady with gray hair? Okay, so there's a couple things going on, but I'm going to tell you what this is about. It's about boundaries. That in your family or in your friend situation or historically, there have not been good boundaries and you don't know how to set good boundaries and you need to set better boundaries with people. It's about boundaries. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Katie Kondo, thank you for being a member and thank you once again for the generous super chat. Messages from my priestess, and I know exactly who we're talking about here. Be patient. Be patient, but proactive. My mother used to say, do not cast your pearls before swine. Now, I'm not calling anyone in your life swine, but I am saying that you want to save your energy for the people who can hear your message, and there are opportunities coming. Ask Zuri. Zuri, thank you for being a member here with your other channel, Yacht Zuri Shop. I appreciate you. And my question today is, what do I need to be focusing my creativity? Oh, sorry, where? Let me do that again. Where do I need to be focusing my creativity and creating new videos on social media to be most successful? Sharing your knowledge of crystals, very specifically, as well as cards, across platforms, which I think is what you're doing, actually. Okay, at this point, I'm going to sign off on Instagram. Thank you all so much for being here. Please like and follow and all of that, and come on over to YouTube. Christiana Gaudet Tarot on YouTube. All right. All right, here we go. Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you so much for being a member and being a moderator here. What area of my life could benefit from some tarot magic and or healing at this time? I love it. I love it. I love it. Ooh. It is time to do tarot magic for the things you want. To think about what you want in your life. It can be altruistic or selfish. It doesn't matter, or self-full. What do you want? It's time to get it. Figure out what you want and you will get it. That's what it's all about right now. Betty Fletcher, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. I dreamt I was in my grandmother's house reading tarot for my best friend who is also deceased. What does it mean? Well, I have some thoughts, but let me see what the cards say. I'll share my thoughts too. Yeah, it means that you are a medium and you are a tarot reader. And if you want to take those skills out into the world, you can and should. You are sometimes reticent about it, but you can and should. That's what it means. Let me know if you have further questions on that. Pamela Phillips, it's so nice to see you. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being a member here. Being in a slump, how can I get myself motivated again? I feel like a lot of the slump has to do with family stuff. Could be mother stuff, could be daughter and stepdaughter stuff, could be all of that. And what you really need to do is hang out with some friends you like and do some things that you enjoy, and you'll get right back to yourself. Seriously. Seriously. And I wouldn't really say you're in a slump. I would just say you're in a blah. But do things that you like to do, and it will all come back, I promise. All right. Lisa Harmon, nice to see you. Oh, Maya, you were raised in a family that talked bad about people too, right? Right, yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So Helen, the problem regarding selling your parents' house is that it's been up for sale for a while and there's been no interest. Interest is coming. Just keep going. Interest is coming. It will happen. I promise. Okay. Noacello Coffee. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I'm so sorry if I did not. Will my home loan be approved? I think it will be, yes. Oh, good God. Lisa Harmon, I am so sorry. No. Thank you for being a member here. I appreciate you. I found out that I have an undefined mass in my auditory canal. Is it benign? And I'm sure you're doing all the medical stuff to test it. What do we think? So I do feel like you need medical attention for this with all haste. Whether or not it is benign, I think it's going to be okay. I think it can be removed. I think you'll be okay. I think it'll be fine. But I think this is an ordeal. I'm concerned. Am I mortally concerned? No, I am not. Am I concerned that you will be like terribly disfigured? No, I am not. I'm concerned this is going to be a complete and total pain in your ass. And well, probably not in your ass, technically, in this other part of your body. And I'm really sorry you're going through it, but just, I think you've got good doctors. Just go through it and it'll be fine. Sarah 88, nice to see you. When will I get a job? It's quite soon. Quite soon. I would say within the next 4 or 5 weeks. Okay, baby cakes. Oh, Yolanda, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, Pamela, thank you for your kind words. And Denise, especially for me, that is a fact. Yep, got it. Okay. Leslie, if for some reason you don't get the email, let me know, because I sent you one. Okay. So I scrolled down for a minute, and we're talking now about the gentle art of verbal self-defense. Jelly Roll says, I will read it. Several of them were trolls who tried to rattle me over politics. I smiled and changed the subject. There was no reasoning. Betty Fletcher reminds me of the time a troll asked you, how do you sleep at night? And you responded, very well. Menopause is affecting my sleep, some. Thanks for asking. Right. Okay, hang on. Camlin, perfect. That's right. What you need to hear. Yep, absolutely. Ali Maman, thank you so very much about the explanation about the schmutz. Yep, there it is. The guilt cycle. There it is. Good. Baby Cakes, thanks for your patience. You're up next. Is my sister thinking about asking me to be godmother for her child? I will not be around the child due to distance. Should I do it? All right. Well, do we think that that's what your sister is thinking? I think it is possible. And I think if she asks, I think you should say yes. Unless you really don't feel like you should, I think you should say yes. Oh, Yolanda. Yolanda, thank you again for a second super chat, which says, by the way, nice attempt at rapping on TikTok. Okay, my friends, it's on my Instagram and my TikTok. I did the one thing about me challenge. I'm not a rapper, but I do like to rhyme, and I try to stay on the 1 and the 3, not the 2 and the 4. So definitely, please check it out. Look for it. On TikTok, I'm Christiana Gaudet Tarot, just like I am here. And on Instagram, I'm at Christiana Tarot. Please follow me both places and check it out. I had so much fun doing it. I've been thinking about using that same challenge to do tarot draws. And instead of one thing about me, it'll be one thing about the card. So let me know. So thank you. Appreciate that. Well, Martha, thanks for the book recommendation. You knew my grandmother. You know how she was. That was a good book. That's a good book. And Liz Moore, it is so nice to see you. I miss you so much at our tarot meetups. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate it. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hang on. Scrolling back. Hang on, don't want to miss anyone. Okay, so we got Betty, we got Pamela, we got... Okay. Hang on just a minute. Okay, Lisa, Sarah, Baby Cakes, Short Circuit, you're the next question up. I've lost Rosie Lancaster. She's the love of my life. I've lost her due to my lies. Will she ever come back to me soon? Should I get back with her? You know, I think you could make an attempt to talk to her. You could make an attempt to explain and to apologize and to try again. And I think your attempt 50-50 might work, might not work. But I think it's worth trying. I think you should try. That's the thing. Good luck. And I want to say thank you so much to Lisa Harmon for the super sticker. Thank you. Okay, Allison Yoga Land, nice to see you. Thanks for coming over from Instagram. New job for me very soon. Let's take a look and see. Will there be a new job for you very soon? I would say yes, and it'll be a job you like and the money will be good. I think it's coming, yes. Oh, this is good. If people are casting spells on you, from Diana Price. When people are throwing crap at me, I do a mirror spell, reflecting it right back at them. That deflects it from you, gives them a dose of their own medicine, and keeps your good karma intact. Amen. I love it. And Pamela Phillips, I want to thank you so much for the super sticker. And Clumsy Clairvoyance, thank you for the super sticker. Really appreciate it. Zuri, I did your question, and it was... across all platforms, special focus on crystals. Also the cards, but crystals. Liz Moore, TikTok was really awesome. You rapping on TikTok? Well, I wouldn't call it rapping exactly. I did the One Thing About Me challenge, and I actually rhymed and tried to stay on the 1 and the 3. Can you call that rapping? Maybe. Check it out. Oh, Lisa Harmon, I had an MRI done this past week and found it. I fell but don't remember falling. That's why I got the MRI, asking everyone for prayers. We are sending you, everyone, prayers for Lisa Harmon. Let's do it. Okay, scrolling back to get to more questions. Okay. Okay, Adrija, stable romantic relationships coming for you. Not as quickly as you would like. It'll happen, but be stable for yourself first. And another question, I'm going to answer this question for everybody. I'm seeing repetitive numbers everywhere. Does it mean anything? So I'm going to do a whole rant about angel numbers. And it does mean something, but it's so personal. You have to decide what it means to you. And if anything, study the numerology on it and think about the numerology and how that applies to you. So I'll say that. Okay. Chara Saddlemeyer, so nice to see you. Thanks for being a member here. How am I going to do on my written and skills tests? What should I pay extra attention to? And I'm so proud of you for the schooling you're doing. It's so good. It's so good. Okay. You will do fine. You're a nervous test taker, but you will do fine. What you should pay attention to is eating right, sleeping right, taking good care of yourself. You'll do fine. Okay, Pamela, thank you for your kind words. Okay, Liz Moore. And thank you so much for the super stick. I really appreciate that. Will I find a new job by November? Will I find a new job by November? Oh my goodness gracious, cards on the floor, face up. So we have to read them in answer to the question. Will we find a new job by November? I would say it may be toward the middle of November. And there may be some issues with it. It may be temporary. It may be a holiday job. It's not everything you want. I would say within the next 6 months, you will have a job that you will like a lot. So is there any way you can find the right job by November? I think you can find a job. It may not be the right job for forever, but I think you can find a job. Okay. Teresa C. Okay, because you're a member and because you're a moderator, we'll do this. What the universe wants you to know right now, not specifically a specific question, but we'll do it for you. Here we go. The universe wants you to be happy. The universe feels like you're not happy right now. You're looking toward the future. You're happy with what you visualize as your future, but you're worried it won't happen, and you're not so happy in the right now, so that's hard too. So find a way to be happy and trust your future and trust that you will indeed have what you need. All right, Kristen Louise, so nice to see you. Having a ritual next Saturday with my spiritual community. I'm not running it. How will it go? I think some of the people in charge may have different ideas about how it should go. So there may be some, keep your sense of humor. But I think it will be good. I think it could be very healing. And, the thing is, I feel like there's some personality issues in this community and also some tradition issues within this community, like not everyone following the same tradition. So even though you're not leading it, you may have to really work with the energy of the group to keep it smooth. Some of the group is very good friends, but some not. So I feel like it'll be good, but you have to smooth the energy and there has to be room for everyone's expression. Quinn, nice to see you. What was Carla said about Marcos and our relationship? Was what Carla said about Marcos and our relationship entirely true, or should I take it with a grain of salt? You should take it with an entire salt shaker of salt. I don't think she was intentionally trying to lie, but I don't think she understands. I wouldn't even pay it any mind. Justine, nice to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. What does the universe want me to know about moving forward with my important goals and plans, feeling stuck lately? Well, you're feeling stuck lately because you're doing important things now, too. Your goals are important, but what you're doing now is important, and there's only so many hours in the day, and there's only so much energy, and you just went through a freaking breakup, for gosh sakes. So cut yourself some slack. You'll get there. How about that? All right. Baby Cakes, you ready to say yes? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Betty, thanks. Thanks for your love for the video. Cheryl, thanks for enjoying the TikTok. Love it. Oh, Alice, you have a birthday this month too, don't you? Don't you? Happy birthday to you, if so. Okay, already working in the wrong place. Got it. Oh, Quinn, love your energy. You're really funny and caring. Thank you. Friends, from my perspective, I've gotten to the end. I've read all the feedback. I didn't read all of it aloud, but I do read it and I do appreciate it. It warms my heart. Thank you all for being here. And Cheryl mentions the next Panera meetup, which is coming up, not tomorrow, but the week after, the 16th, I think it is. So join us, Panera, Palm City. Hope you're all there. If you're local, be there. Alice, your birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. We appreciate you. All righty. I want to thank all of you. I want to remind you, I am available for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, and I put this out there on social media. I'll say it to you too. I've got a slight rate hike coming up on the 15th. So if you are going to want a reading in the next couple of months and you want to get in at the old rates, you can go to my website. You can book and prepay at the old rates, and you can, book anytime in the future, and we'll honor those old rates. So consider that. The rate hike is not terrifying. It's just a little bit to cover cost of living increases. But that happens on the 15th. So, go to my website. The links, I've got important links all in the description here. And I am so grateful to all of you. Special thank you to those who helped out with Super Chats, Super Stickers. And the members, the moderators, everyone here. If you're here for the first time, I do hope you subscribe. Please do like this video. I'll be back Monday morning, 9:30 a.m. with your 3-card weekly reading. Thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Betty, wish you could keep talking to us all day. There's a part of me, because you all are so supportive, it's so funny. Because, I have, there's tarot people on TikTok who have, millions of followers, no joke. And, so by that standard, we're a relatively small community, but we're such an engaged community. And I appreciate it so much. And so that really, it really is my goal to lean in here and to do more and more stuff here, because you all are so responsive and it feels so good and I enjoy it. And as I said, it goes back to my broadcast roots, which I enjoy. So you will be seeing more of me here. Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you all. Take good care. Be good. Bye-bye.